Hello guys, hello, how are you doing today? My name is Mania. Today I'm gonna bring you a breakdown of Apple's April 2021 events, the products that were launched, and just to give you perspective on what's new and how it works, the features, functionalities, things like that. Yeah, let's get into it. Yeah. So, um, Apple have two major events in a year, and the bigger one is September one, where there are new announcements for a new iPhone, maybe new devices, all that. But there's also an April event, and this was the April event that happened on April, was it 20th? Yes, and awesome because the event just came up with awesome devices, and I think it was one of their biggest, product releases in April so far, and the amazing changes, developments, things like that. So the biggest one, there were three major announcements. The first one was that there would be an all new iMac inspired by the older, the first generation iMac, very colorful, very thin, 11.5 meters thin, awesome. There is also the iPad Pro, which would come in two variants, the 12.9 inch one and the 11 inch one, which would be, the 11 inch one would have more functionality like the XDR liquid retina display. They would also have mini LEDs, and also the other one was AirTags, which are small, we would call them small tags. You can attach GPS enabled devices the size of a coin. You can attach to maybe a bag your keys so that you can find them, because the device has GPS. You can find your something like your bag, your keys with it using your phone, using the Find My architecture. So that's awesome. I want us to get into it right now and to see all the products, their features, and yeah, let's get into it just right now.
So we're gonna look at the new Apple devices launched in the recent Apple event. Now we're at the website, which is apple.com. Let's see. Now they launched, the main launches were like 3 products: the AirTags, the iPad Pro, and the all new iMac, which is amazing if you think about it, because being an Apple event, they really outdid themselves this time. And normally what they do, they launch most of the products around September, and the September event is usually the one with the most launches, but this time they launched a lot of products in April, which is amazing. If an Apple fan, an Apple nerd, you really love this. So the new iMac comes first at 24 inches. It's a replacement to their old iMac, which by now is one of the fattest. This new iMac is super slim, as you can see, super amazing, wonderful colors. Just looking at it from the side, it's amazing how slim it is, and it's just crazy. And even more, it comes with what we call M1, which is their new chip. And M1 was Apple's first chip to really replace their dependability on Intel. Now what's even more amazing, this new iMac is only 11.5 millimeters thick, and that's super thin. It's not even, I wouldn't even say it's 11 millimeters thick, it's 11 millimeters thin, super thin. I don't think you can even put it into perspective, because that's just really thin. And I mean, it's so thin that it can't fit a 3.5 mm audio jack from the back. And what happens, that audio jack is almost 14 inches, so it wouldn't really fit. It would go through if they put the headphone jack at the back. So what they did, they put it at the side here. As you can see, here's the headphone jack. Super amazing. The make itself for me just oh my goodness, it just carries you away. And to imagine that they fit a whole computer here in this little space is just unfathomable, and tells you that Apple are serious with what they're doing. Now, wow, I don't even know what to say, because it's amazing. Have you seen this color at the back? Let's just try and even my computer is like, wow. Have you seen how it looks amazing at the back? Just let's see. Let's just go slowly. It's amazing. Let's go. Wow, just look at that. Super amazing. Also, it's it has a magnetic cable for the charger, and it's amazing. It's magnetic, so you just go and put it close to the port, as you can see here, and it just attaches itself. Now, the base model has only 2 ports, but this one, the bigger one, the 24-inch, has 2 ports, 2 of which are Thunderbolt, meaning super fast, and that's just amazing. The stand is just amazing, and you can't imagine how this makes the whole computing thing super easy. Now we want to keep going down. Also, you can see the power button, amazing, just at the back. Honestly, no distractions on the front, nothing flashing while you're working. Exactly. As I was telling you, the power connector now has a magnet. You just put it close through the the whole other stand, and just like that attaches, and it has a color matched cable, as you can see. Super amazing. It has a 4.5K retina display, which is super awesome, and it's amazing. This is technology that we'll probably not really use until maybe a few years to come, because even now 4K is really not industry standard yet, so, but there are 4K movies out there, but it would be 4K isn't mainstream yet. Like, everything is 4K now. We're still like in around 1080p, but we're getting there. But as we speak, there's even 8K. People produce content that is 8K, so super awesome. Again, this new iMac comes with a new better camera. It comes with amazing sound that just is crazy. And you can see now the bezels are white, as you can see all around. They are white, and then they are mixed with this chin, which is just amazing. Just matches the color of it, nearly matches the color of the stand, and the back is amazing. And you can see just how beautiful it is. Super beautiful. Now we want to go more into the in-depth. As you can see, massive 24.5-inch 4K retina display, P3 wide color gamut, brilliant 500 nits of brightness and reflective coating, true tone technology to adjust the color temperature of the display to the ambient light of the environment. Super awesome, and that's just amazing. If you think about it, if your PC is like in the dark, or the color temperature of your place is dark, then it kind of readjusts itself to kind of dim down the screen, or to make it a little bit brighter, so there won't be that conflict between your environment and your screen, and that makes it super easy. Also, that is also an advantage, because you won't get like glare, eye strain, things like that. So It has a 1080p FaceTime HD camera, super awesome HD camera at the front of a computer. Let's call it the webcam. Hey, that's just amazing. Best camera system ever in a Mac. You double the resolution for higher quality video calls, super awesome. A large sensor that captures more light, and the advanced image signal processor ISP of the M1, the chip, greatly improves image quality, so you can collaborate and just always look at your best. Just look at that. Amazing, isn't it? It's just super amazing. It's like 1080p on a front camera on a computer. That just kind of revolutionizes how you interact with your webcam, really, which is super awesome. As you can see, just I love that style. And people are like, oh, why did you have to put to make the bezels white? Maybe you should have made them black. But I love the white bezel, and for me it kind of ties into this minimalist kind of idea, which is just awesome and makes everything look clean. And if you're for minimalism, then you really love it when everything looks very clean, which is awesome, as you can see. And then let's just do that again, and then just you go down. It's amazing. The color pops up. Just look at that. Amazing. Wow. And that stand just looks now it has all this. Now that camera kind of processes the image layer by layer, and you can see it starts with auto white balance, it goes to auto exposure, face detection, image fusion, fusing, noise reduction, and then it reduces all the noise or the grainy parts, and then highlight details, and then logo tone mapping. Awesome. Wow. It uses computational video to enhance image quality. To capture stunning video, it goes through a series of steps to analyze and enhance each pixel at over 1 trillion operations per second. Super awesome. Advanced noise reduction algorithms bring a new level of clarity. Tone mapping delivers enhanced dynamic range for more detail in bright highlights and dark shadows. Amazing. And it works with the neural engine in M1 to make more intelligent exposure and white balance adjustments, so you look just right in any light, which is awesome. Now that's just the camera, and they've said that it has dynamic range, yes, enhanced dynamic range, which is super awesome, because what that means is it there are like brighter highlights in your images and dark shadows, which is super important. And if you get this, the technology used, it's awesome, because dynamic range kind of shifts the image from what you'd see like just a plain 2D image, and enhances the lighting, meaning if you've place where it's sunny and there's a shadow, you really see a difference between the sun and the shadow, and kind of brings this natural feel and look to images, which is super awesome to have on a computer. Because also you could be on a beach somewhere working, you could even you're gonna have that realism even when you're making like Zoom calls, when you're video conferencing. That's super awesome. Instead of just the plain, you see this plain and clear image where you just zooming, people just even can see how the light is interacting with the environment and things like that. So it has studio quality mics for high quality conversations. Whether you're on a video call with a friend, cutting a track, or recording a podcast, the microphones on iMac make sure you come through loud, crisp, and clear. The studio quality 3 mic array is designed to reduce feedback, so conversations flow more naturally and you interrupt each other less. Wow. And beamforming technology helps the mics ignore background noise, which means everyone hears you, not what's going not what's going on around you. Super awesome. And like personally, I really face this problem because there's a lot of background noise, and Apple is saying this beamforming technology helps the mics ignore background noise, which is super awesome. And you want to just, if you're on a Zoom call and it's maybe even an official call, you just want, the people you're talking to, your colleagues, to just hear you and not maybe a baby running around, things like that. And super awesome. Just with that screen, kind of just ties that experience into a one all experience, which is just awesome. And they've also said it, the studio quality 3 mic array is designed to reduce feedback so conversations flow more naturally and interrupt each other less. Wow, that's awesome, isn't it? Yeah. So somehow it ensures that when you're talking to someone, video calling someone, that it reduces feedback and making the conversations flow more naturally. And this is a problem because even with video conferencing, you never really know when to kind of you shouldn't interrupt. Even if it's good etiquette not to interrupt, but sometimes maybe two people are talking and interrupting each other, and this their mic makes sure that helps avoid that interrupting each other. Super awesome, super awesome. It has a 6-speaker sound system. Wow. 6-speaker sound system. Wow. Audio that really fills a room. Do you imagine that they fit 6 speakers in this thin computer, which is super awesome. Wow. And let's see, the sound system on iMac brings incredible room-filling audio to any space. 2 pairs of force-cancelling woofers create rich, deep bass without unwanted vibrations, and each pair is balanced with a high-performance tweeter. Wow. The result is a massive, detailed soundstage that takes your movies, music, and more to the next level. A few things to break down. Now, they say it has force-cancelling woofers, and which create deeper bass without unwanted vibrations. As you can see here, even just by looking at it, these speakers kind of stretch, and they have this spring border, or I don't know what I can call it. The borders of this computer have springs which kind of force cancel, which whatever that means. What does force cancelling woofers? It kind of it creates rich bass without you feeling the movement of the speaker itself. Okay, that's super awesome, because most times you don't want to feel a lot of vibration from the speaker itself, or even making maybe the product vibrate. Wow, that's amazing. And each balance is balanced with a high performance tweeter, which is awesome. So there's 2 speakers and a tweeter, which is awesome. And something you'll note with this iMac, that everything goes at the chin. As you can see, this is the fan, the cooling system, everything goes just at the chin level. Everything up top is just screen, which is awesome. Wow, look at that. Awesome. So most of the architecture of the computer is down here. For up here, just the screen, which is awesome. Thanks to the redesigned speakers and advanced algorithms, iMac now supports spatial audio when playing video with Dolby Atmos. And when you combine that with the 4K Retina display, it's like bringing the whole data home. Wow. Now, sound is not just sound when you involve Dolby, which is super awesome. And if you think about it, Dolby Atmos is this technology where it's supposed to make your sound special, or spatial sound, which is really immersive sound that the sound doesn't just hit you like you would hear it's from a linear space. The sound comes all over, and it kind of merges the sounds, creating a focal point, and
making you feel like the sound is massive, that it's not just unidirectional, or you don't just feel the sound coming from this side or that side, just feel like you're inside the sound. And the fact that Apple went and made an effort to make their iMac speakers have spatial sound is super awesome. And then, as I say, combine that with the 4.5K Retina display, amazing. Wow. Pixar, which is Mac OS, wow, it's awesome. 85% faster CPU performance and 2 times faster graphics performance. That's 21 than standard 21.5-inch iMac models. And wow, you can use apps like Xcode and Affinity Photo to compile code in a fraction of the time, or edit photos in real time. Runs cool and quiet, super important. You don't wanna, I know some computer will just heats up, so it's cool. Also, you don't want it to have noise, so and quiet, awesome. Safari is faster than ever, awesome. That's awesome. You can fly through edits in Adobe Lightroom and easily work with massive and megapixel images. Wow, that's awesome.
Excuse
now,
me.
I don't know if you guys know this, but wow. Now, there have, if you're a content creator, or just, you make content, edit images, edit videos, there's one very, very important thing: the Adobe ecosystem and the Adobe Creative Cloud. Now, it's amazing that this came up because I joined the program for Adobe, the affiliate program, and I'm in a position where I can offer you, free trials from Adobe. Well, obviously, now the free trials for the Creative Cloud. You can also get a free trial for, let's say, Photoshop and Premiere Pro, which is what I use to edit my videos. And like this current video will be edited, and like most of my other videos are edited using Adobe Premiere Pro, and my thumbnails and even some of my images on social media are edited using Adobe Photoshop. Now, the Adobe ecosystem is like, it's amazing for creating content, editing photos, as I've said, editing videos, and it's mind-blowing when you get to, enter the Adobe ecosystem and find how amazing their products are and how amazing they do what they do. So it's super, super awesome, and just, a marvel for me, because the power, like for example in Premiere Pro, the power, the ease, how you can just edit a video in a fraction of the time it will take to edit, maybe using another software, just blows my mind, which is super, super, super awesome. And wow, and this will give you like stock videos, you can get stock photos, stock music, so you don't have to worry about, what kind of, b-roll will I have, where do I get my b-roll, where do I get stock photos, maybe where do I get stock music. And Creative Cloud helps you do that. So what I'll do to share this awesomeness that I've discovered with you guys, what I'll do is I'll link Adobe Photoshop down there and Adobe Premiere Pro, and also look for a link for Creative Cloud, which is awesome, and I'll link it below, and you can go and just discover these things. Even Adobe Lightroom, which is amazing. Adobe Lightroom is for images too, and just amazing, just works amazing. Wow, that's super awesome. Machine learning tags with vector data. Wow, amazing. Now, like, you can see amazing apps. As I've told you, just look Photoshop, amazing, something that I use like every day. I edit all my images using Photoshop and my videos using Premiere Pro. Awesome. Now, an iMac plus iPhone, quite a pair. iMac gives you the best of iPhone on a big, beautiful screen. It lets you access what you need from iMac on the go. iPhone lets you access what you need from iMac on the go, and when you use them together, they work like magic, which is super awesome. Now, the idea here is that if someone calls on your iPhone, automatically the call comes also on your iMac, which is super awesome. Now if you're maybe writing a message on iPhone, you can just continue writing that, on your iMac, which kind of removes the need to double work both of them, it removes the need to double work the iPhone and the iMac at the same time, which is super awesome. Saves you a lot of time, and just amazing connectivity, super awesome. And you don't have to double do everything. With Adobe, you can seamlessly share things like photos, websites, and files with your iMac. Super awesome. AirDrop works like a dream. Super awesome. Universal Clipboard lets you copy text, images, photos, and more on your iPhone, then paste to your Mac. Super awesome. I get this problem a lot. Maybe I have an image on my computer which I want to put straight to my phone, or I have something a link that I have on my phone, and I need to get it to my laptop. And the problem is, there's no really clear way to do that. Maybe you want to email yourself, or send yourself a WhatsApp message and use WhatsApp on the computer to get that link. But now, with the new iMac, you can just copy paste something on your iPhone and instantly paste it on your iMac, which is super awesome. Now, it's amazing. Just look, wow. I think now they also made a new color match keyboard, mouse, and trackpad. Awesome. That matches, the color of the new iMac, which is awesome. Now there's also a keyboard that comes with Touch ID, which is super awesome. This one, as you can see, now Magic Keyboard now has keys for spotlight, dictation, do not disturb, and emoji. And for the first time, Touch ID comes to iMac, so you can easily and securely unlock your computer, use Apple Pay, and download apps quickly with just a finger. Super awesome. Having just Touch ID on a keyboard is just super awesome, which is something I love, because wow, it kind of makes everything just easier, which is just amazing. Yeah, I think we've exhausted most of, as you can see, we've exhausted most of the iMac. Let's go to the other stuff. Now, they introduced something we call the AirTags, which are just amazing, because AirTags allow you to attach a little GPS enabled tag on anything, maybe keys, your backpack, maybe even on a pet, if your pet likes running around too much. Yes, which is amazing. Now, I want us to should we look at the iPhone 12 in purple? As you know already, the iPhone 12 is a powerhouse. Super amazing. I think few phones reach the caliber of just, of power, of just prowess enough. This amazing Apple technology in one package. And the iPhone, I use an iPhone, and the iPhone for me is just bliss. And I know people say, some of these things, they are in the market, but I don't think there's really functionality ever packaged on a phone as well as it has been done on the iPhone, and especially iPhone 12, iPhone 12 Pro, even the iPhone 12 mini. Awesome. These phones kind of open a whole new world of just reliability. And I know people will say, there are phones which can do this, which can do that, but those phones really are not as durable, are not as well supported. You don't get updates, OS updates for most of other phones, but iPhone gives you updates, which is super awesome. And yeah, as you can see, it's just amazing. Wow. In purple now, the iPhone 12 comes in purple, which is awesome. And as you can see, that color just wow. There's also the new iPad Pro that comes with the M1 chip. Yeah, as you can see, the watches, everything else. But I wanted us to look at the AirTags, which I don't seem to find. let me, yeah, AirTags. Is it AirTags or AirTag? The Apple website is crazy because wow, this website is super loaded with amazing graphics. They just ooh. Sometimes if you don't have a good internet connection, hey, the Apple website is crazy. Anyway, wow. Now this is the AirTag, which, as I've told you, is just a small tag which you can attach maybe to your keys and allows you to find your keys remotely, which now uses the Find My architecture, which is the architecture that, the Find My iPhone architecture, which helps you find your iPhone, even your iMac, your tablet, your Apple Watch, even when it's offline, which how it works that it allows you to find these things, because even when somebody like another iPhone passes near your, maybe your lost iWatch, for example, it detects it and locates it, helping you locate that, even using that, as it being in close proximity to another Apple device that has Find My iPhone and such architecture. And AirTag works in that ecosystem of Find My, which is the Find My iPhone ecosystem. Now, it's a super way to keep track of your stuff attached onto your keys and in your backpack, and just like that you're ready to find it in the Find My app, where you can also track down your Apple devices and keep up with friends and family. Super awesome. Wow. As you can see, the AirTag is just this small tag as I've shown you. Now Apple will allow you to engrave it how you want, and it's awesome. Another beautiful thing is the holders, or the covers it comes with. As you can see, you can engrave yours. This amazing. I call them tag holders. Yeah, this tag tag covers, tag straps, whatever you call them. And as you can see, you can attach one to your keys, to a backpack. Awesome. Now if you misplace something like your wallet, it doesn't have to be a big deal. If you have an AirTag attached to it, and you can play a sound of the AirTag built-in speaker, and it will sound when you ping it, and just from your app. And you can also say, hey Siri, find my wallet, and it will just follow the sound and you'll search it. And it's awesome because your iPhone can lead you straight to your to the AirTag with position finding, which is new tech that when the tag is in Bluetooth range, now you can, the accelerometer, the gyrometer in your phone, and the camera will work to bring you a graphic that shows you the direction, as you can see here, that shows you the direction of the AirTag, and where tell you the distance, like maybe it's 20 feet to your right, tells you the direction and the distance, and show you this graphic. And you can also make it just sound, and just you will hear it, which is awesome. Now it's awesome. Now get by with a little help from hundreds of millions of friends. Whether you've left somewhere far behind, or like at the beach or the gym, the Find My network, hundreds of millions of iPhone, iPad and Mac devices around the world will help you track down your AirTag, and it's designed to protect your privacy every step of the way. As I've told you, if you've lost something and you can find it through Find My, then somebody else has an iPhone and it's near that Find My, it detects that lost object and for you, and then you can find it from your phone. Now your AirTag sends out a secure Bluetooth signal that can be detected by nearby devices in the Find My network. These devices send the location of your AirTag to iCloud. Then you can go to the Find My app and see it on a map. Wow. The whole process is anonymous and encrypted to protect your privacy, and it's efficient, so there's no need to worry about the battery life or usage. Also, another thing, the AirTag comes with a replaceable battery, which is super awesome, and it uses the same battery you'd use maybe on a watch. You see, like the same battery you would use, let's say, on a watch, something like that. and it's replaceable, and it's super important that it is replaceable, because when you're able to replace the battery, doesn't mean that every time your AirTag runs out of battery, which is maybe after a year, then you have to get a new AirTag. So you can just replace the battery, and the AirTag will alert you also through your phone that your battery needs replacement. Super awesome. And that's that ability to just be able to have your AirTag even after the battery runs out is super awesome, because that means you don't have to keep buying another AirTag every time one's battery goes off. Lost mode makes finding things easier. The AirTag can be put in lost mode. Then when it's detected by a device in the network, it will automatically get a notification. So when you get lost, you can put it in lost mode, and you can also set it so someone can get your contact info by tapping your AirTag with an NFC capable smartphone. That's the same technology that lets people pay for things with their phones. So you can also set it, after you put it in lost mode, you can also set it that somebody gets your contact information when they tap your AirTag using an NFC device, which NFC is what enables people to pay, just touch and pay, and yeah, it's amazing. Now, you can do that, so when somebody with an NFC capable iPhone taps your lost AirTag, then they can get your contact information and contact you and tell, oh, I found your AirTag, which is awesome. Privacy built in, the data is encrypted, anonymous, so don't worry about security. Beautiful and simple, awesome. One tap setup, awesome. Long live the battery. It is designed to keep going more than a year. On a standard battery, you can easily replace, and your iPhone lets you know when it's time to pop in a new one. It is, it is water resistant. Yes, so don't worry about for it falling in water. When you buy your AirTag from apple.com or the Apple Store app, you can have it personalized with your initials, an emoji, or both. It's free and easy, and it adds some fun. Awesome. Yeah, to sit at more angles. So what happens is the AirTag has, on its own, it's for just $29. But when there are 4, you can buy them in a bundle. When there are 4, then it's $99. Now, the sense behind that is that maybe you need one for your backpack, maybe you need one for your keys, maybe you need one for a pet, so maybe you need a couple, which is super awesome, and makes it all the more easier. Now, yeah, as I was saying, you can have this, what I'm calling their accessories, a partnership based on meticulous craftsmanship and shared values continues. 3 handmade leather pieces, a luggage tag, a bag charm, and keyring, each come with an exclusive AirTag Hermes etched with the iconic cloudy cell signature. This is form and function at their finest. So the tag, as I've told you, it can have a leather cover or leather, holder, leather, I don't know how to say it, just let's call them their covers. They would have a phone cover, their tag cover, which now is where you can help put the tag inside and just attach the leather thing to a bag, as I've said, and all that. This comes from a company called Hermes. Now the normal ones will cost maybe $35 or somewhere around there. Let's see. The Hermes one is a little bit more expensive. Now, AirTag leather keyring, $35, as I've said. Yeah. The Hermes one is $349, super expensive, but I think if you want something a little bit more tailored, more exclusive, then that just allows you to do it. There's a Belkin one, secure holder with strap, AirTag Hermes, luggage tag, bag charm. Yeah, so another one from Belkin. So yeah, I think we've exhausted the AirTag, and there it is. Now let me talk about the new iPad Pro. Now iPads have been amazing over time, but when you couple the iPad and the M1, then you get crazy, which is awesomely crazy. And an iPad allows you to have the reach like you would have on a personal computer, on a PC, and also the comfort that you would have on a mobile device. It's a middle device which comes in super handy, because maybe you don't have to carry a laptop around all the time, and maybe your phone won't be able to give even the screen size to work on your projects on the go. And now an iPad, that's the sense behind an iPad really. Now we wanna look at it, and yeah, the iPad Pro, the new iPad Pro. Just look at them iPhones, super beautiful. Now the iPad Pro, as you say, is supercharged by the Apple M1 chip. As you can see, just awesome. Just look at that, and you just attach your iPad here, and you just attach a keyboard to it. Awesome, works like a computer. You don't have to stress or struggle or carry a laptop around everywhere. You see? Now, again, the M1 is a powerhouse. It has like 8 GPU cores, graphic processing unit. It has a super awesome. It's just crazy, I think. Now this new iPad Pro uses mini LEDs, which what that means, a mini LED is a smaller LED, and an LED light emitting diode really is like a unit that can be switched on and off on its own. And now like this new iPad uses like 10,000 of these smaller LEDs, and you can imagine fitting on those LEDs in that screen. And the beauty of LEDs is that an LED can be switched off. So when the color is black, the LED will just be switched off, making the blacks inkier, darker, and it kind of brings a realism to your screen and how you view how you view the colors. And also the colors are a little bit deeper, very deep actually. And I'd say if an LCD really doesn't switch off any pixel for dark colors, like for black, but an LED has that functionality and ability to switch off like an LED. The screen can switch off some LEDs when the color is black, and then makes the blacks very dark, which is super awesome and inkier. So also they have found a way to like tie these LEDs, program them to work together, so that like every LED is part of this connected whole. But also there are other mini units that allow the LEDs to like kind of work. Maybe you're watching video and it comes from dark to light, and now they have done some programming which allows the LEDs to transition from that smoothly, like darker, lighter colors, deepness, depth, things like that. Now it has the XDR liquid retina display, super awesome. And as you can see from this graphic, even let's go back. Now every screen is made up of LEDs, as you can see them here. Every LED one having its own color, blue, red, purple, whatever. And every LED, as I've told you, is its own unit and emits a different color. So if you want to create like an image, several LEDs will have same color and others different colors, you see. And all that now, it's like we've zoomed in into the screen, the technology itself. And now let's just go out, and you can see they come and merge together to create this image. As you see, they merge together, and so on and so on. They merge, create this, like you can see there's a like an orange part, a blue part, a darker part, where like LEDs are off, and all of them just crazy, just come and merge and merge and merge. And you can see now the image starts to form, and all these LEDs, just amazing. You see how they work? And then this is the image you get. Just look at this. Awesome, isn't it? As you can see, the darkers are darker, the colors are brighter, kind of surrealism that comes to the images, which is super awesome. XDR, awesome too. Dynamic range, ooh, it also has 5G, awesome. Now couple the M1 chip, give the iPad Pro an awesome screen, mini LED screen, awesome, what you would call maybe an OLED screen, you know. And then, okay, you know, LEDs, OLED technology is different from LCD technology, because OLED is, as I told you, it works with, you know, LEDs, and every LED can be switched off. Now let's go, you know, give the iPad Pro M1, give it the amazing screen, and on top of that, the icing on top, allow it to have 5G, which is awesome. Wow, you see. And as 5G becomes more and more pervasive, as it becomes more and more spread out, awesome. And having this technology now gives you a step ahead, because when the technology really becomes mainstream, then you won't need to go buy another phone that has 5G to get 5G, which is awesome. And just look at this. Awesome. The build, the make, the edge is awesome as always, you know. Performance, breathtaking XDR display, blazing fast 5G wireless backup. Well, I don't think this screen is OLED. Now let's try and see Google OLED. I don't think it's OLED though. An organic light emitting diode, OLED or organic LED, is a light emitting diode which the emissive electroluminescent layer is a film of organic compound that emits light in response to an electric current. Let's see. Eventually, LED and OLED is a pixels of an OLED are self-illuminating, whereas the LEDs are used to light an LCD display. Okay, so the LED one there's just one light lighting everything, but the OLED ones each LED is on its own, on which the massive electricity is a film of organic compound is light. Wow. The main difference is the pixels of an OLED TV are self-illuminating, whereas the LEDs in an LED TV are used to light an LCD display. Okay, so an LED is basically a display whose light comes from LEDs. You know, you get that? It's just a liquid crystal display. The only difference is that the light used comes from LEDs, and just like LEDs will just give out light. But an OLED, or what we would call an organic LED, an organic light emitting diode, there is no LCD display first. What happens? I think there is an LCD display. What happens is that instead of the LEDs just giving a light, each LED can switch off and turn on depending on, you know, how that works. Depending on the color, is OLED, let's say, does OLED have an LCD? Just to find out. OLED generate their own light individually per pixel to display colors of images, while LCD rely on filter light from a backlit array to display. Okay, so awesome. What one? Range of formats. Yeah, so as you can see, it doesn't have an LCD. Wow, it's amazing, isn't it? Yeah, it's super amazing. A typical layer of organic material is situated between two electrodes and the cathode or the substrate. The organic molecules are electrically conductive as a result of the localization of pi electrons caused by conjugation. This is crazy. Can turn off each pixels. Okay, more natural colors than LCD screens. Awesome. So LED, an OLED screen doesn't have it's not an LCD screen but an LED has an LCD display, but an OLED one is a whole different infrastructure, and each pixels can light and or turn off individually. And as they call it, organic LED, organically in the sense that it reacts to a current of lighting or switching off. That's crazy, but it's awesome. Now let's go on. iPad Pro and the M1 power couple, awesome. As I've told you, awesome. Yeah, just check it. Well, I tell you these things, I how can I say this? always check in my descriptions, and you'll find links to amazing services I use. You can find free trials. Yeah, awesome. And as I've told you, I've told you something, and I've told you in the link below in my description, I'm gonna put a link to Photoshop, to Premiere Pro, and even maybe Creative Cloud. And those links you can get a free trial and have to test out Photoshop and just see how amazing it is, and Premiere Pro, test it out too, and also Creative Cloud and the ecosystem of apps. Super awesome. As you can see here, this is Photoshop on an iPad Pro, which is super awesome. Imagine just using Photoshop with a touch screen. Awesome. And one chip with M1 iPad Pro is the fastest device of its kind. It's designed to take full advantage of next level performance and custom technologies like the advanced image signal processor and unified memory architecture of M1. Okay. And with the incredible power of efficiency of M1, iPad Pro still day and light with all day battery life, making it as portable as it is powerful. Awesome. Faster performance. As I was telling you, it has an 8-core CPU, an 8-core GPU, and a 16-core neural engine. Wow. Now, an 8-core CPU with 8 cores. I know you know these things. Super awesome to fit all that into one chip. On top of that, add 8 cores of graphic processing units. Awesome. And then a 16-core neural engine. A neural engine is machine learning, really, which processes how like this machine, like the M1, it learns. It's kind of once we go into neural things till get crazy, let's just say it's machine learning. I think that's the most basic explanation. Now, faster performance in graphics, awesome. The 8-core CPU delivers up to 50% faster performance, and M1 has an 8-core GPU in a class of its own, providing up to 40% faster graphics performance to iPad Pro. So you can build integrated art models, play games with console quality graphics, awesome, at high frame rates and more. Wow, 50% faster CPU, 40% faster graphics. Awesome again, awesome. And you can play games with console quality graphics. Awesome. Imagine just on your iPad Pro. Awesome. 12.9-inch liquid retina XDR display, best and brightest. Now, extreme dynamic range. I have to do dynamic ranges. Comes to the 12.9-inch iPad Pro. The liquid retina XDR delivers true to life detail with a 1:1 contrast ratio. Great for viewing and editing HDR photos and videos, or enjoying your favorite movies and TV shows. It also features a breathtaking 1,000 nits of full screen brightness and 16,000 nits of peak brightness. Awesome. Again, those are awesome, and just Google nits and you'll find out why those are awesome. Let's just do it. Nits in brightness. And it is a measurement of how much light the TV screen sends to your eyes, luminance, within a given area. On a more technical level, a nit is the amount of light output equal to 1 candela per square meter. So a nit is a measurement of how much light the TV screen sends to your eyes, luminous. 16,000 nits, awesome. Actually, that's crazy, I think. And advanced technologies like P3 wide color, true tone, and ProMotion. Just check that graphic. Just look at that. Just look at how OLEDs, or just how XDRs, just look at that. Awesome. Just look at that depth, that color, that super amazing, isn't it? Super amazing. Other needs full screen brightness, others need 1600 needs peak brightness, HDR 1,000,000:1 contrast ratio, true tone for comfortable viewing, promotion, adaptive 120 Hz refresh rate, awesome. P3 white color gamut, awesome. Just gamut. I think gamut is the color palette, and the complete gamut in color reproduction. In color reproduction, including computer graphics and photography, the gamut or color gamut is a certain complete subset of colors. The most common usage refers to the subset of colors which can be accurately represented in a given circumstance, such as within a given color space by a certain output device. So, the gamut or color gamut is a certain complete subset of colors, which means it's a subset of colors which can be accurately represented in a given circumstance. An accurate representation, how deep can it go? Now, as I've told you, many LEDs, to achieve extremely high brightness, we use an array of LEDs across the entire back of the display to fit them in the incredibly thin iPad Pro. We used custom design mini LEDs that are 120 times smaller than the previous generation, awesome, and custom optical films and diffusers mix the light more efficiently so it can fit in a design that's just 6.4 millimeters thick, awesome. After the story of the LEDs, awesome, 20 times smaller than the previous generation, and custom optical films and diffusers mix the light more efficiently so it can fit in just the 6.4 mm thing, awesome. Over 225 local dimming zones. As I was telling you, over 10,000 mini LEDs are grouped into more than 2,500 local dimming zones. Depending on the content, the brightness in each zone can be precisely adjusted to achieve an astonishing 1,000,000:1 contrast ratio. Even the most detailed HDR content with the finest spectacular highlights like galaxies and action movie explosions are more true to life than ever. Again, contrast ratio is really, I think, let's see, is the ratio between the maximum and minimum brightness, the ratio between the brightest white and the darkest black. Wow, isn't that awesome? The ratio between the maximum and minimum brightness, and the ratio between the brightest white and the darkest black. Awesome. I think that's just awesome. Now, if the difference between the darkest and the brightest, and it's 1,000,000:1, wow, that's awesome, isn't it? It's kind of mind-boggling. Wow, super awesome. 11-inch liquid retina display, pixel perfect portability, easy on the eyes, easy to carry. Just look at that color. Awesome, isn't it? Wow. True tone, P3 on the 11-inch Pro. So there's a 12.9-inch one and an 11-inch one. So the 12.9 one is the one which comes with the XDR liquid retina display, but the 11 one doesn't come with that, but it comes with ProMotion. It comes with True Tone and P3 and 600 nits of peak brightness, but the 12.9-inch one has 1600 nits of peak brightness, 5G and Wi-Fi, awesome. iPad has always been uniquely portable with super fast Wi-Fi and cellular options. Now with 5G capabilities, you can connect to the fastest wireless networks when you need to download files, stream movies, collaborate with colleagues, and upload content on the go. And iPad Pro has the most 5G bands of any device of its kind, so it can get 5G in more places. Awesome. Again, 5G is just awesome. Wi-Fi 6 fast wireless connections are critical to getting things done. With Wi-Fi 6, rest assured that you've got the fastest Wi-Fi available. Awesome. Awesome again. Just look at this download. Awesome. Just look at it. Awesome. Cameras, you want to turn your video on for this. Ultra wide camera, center stage. Wow. So now the iPad comes with the ultra wide camera, which is a camera that, you know, it's not just, how can I say it? It has a higher angle of just from an angle of view that's called ultra wide. Now this one has an ultra wide, and if that was not enough, they added something called center stage. Center stage is technology that allows the camera to detect where you are in the picture and kind of always put you in the middle. And also, if you move, it moves with you and kind of tracks you, trying to ensure that you're always at the middle of the screen or of the frame, or of the shot, if you want to call it that. But also, what happens now, it will track you and put you in the middle, but if somebody else comes within the field of view or the scope, it also readjusts so that the both of you are captured within the frame, within that shot, which is super awesome. Now, let's read this. Ultra wide camera with center stage iPad Pro features a new ultra wide camera with a 12 MP sensor and a 122-degree field of view. Awesome, make it perfect for FaceTime. And the new center stage feature. It's also great for epic portrait mode selfies, and it works with the true depth camera to securely unlock iPad Pro with Face ID. Awesome. 12 MP true depth to unlock with Face ID. The new center stage uses the let's just first see this graphic. You see that the new all new center stage, no problem, we'll play it later. The all new center stage uses the ultra wide camera and machine learning. Again, what I talked about the neural engine to change. Awesome. And the all new center stage uses the ultra wide camera and machine learning to change the way you participate in video calls. As you move around, it automatically pans to keep you centered in the frame. Wow. When others join or leave the call, the view expands or zooms in. Center stage works with FaceTime and other video conferencing apps for an even more engaging experience. Let's read again. As you move around, it automatically pans to keep you centered in the frame. When others join or leave the call, the view expands or zooms in. Now let's go and replay this video so that we can get that how it's moving. As you can see, it pans automatically, somebody else comes in and readjusts. Awesome. Now, pro cameras, awesome. Just look at this. It's awesome, isn't it? Pro cameras, wide and ultra wide cameras, wide camera, ultra wide camera, and LiDAR scanner. Pro cameras, wide and ultra wide cameras help you capture the perfect photo or video, or even set up a multi-camera filmmaking rig. Wow. And with the more powerful ISP in the one chip, iPad Pro now features smart HDR3. Awesome. Now, I want to talk about the LiDAR scanner. So, the LiDAR scanner is what is used by driverless vehicles, this technology to detect something, and it kind of maps an environment. And this also works for AI, AR, augmented reality. And what it does, it kind of senses the surroundings and detects where things are, which is super awesome. And to have that on an iPad makes, even if you want to create a project, let's say an architecture project, then with the LiDAR scanner, you can view an architectural project on a wide scale. You can view how it would come out, how it should appear on the ground. If you want to build a bridge, then you can make a design of a bridge on your iPad Pro and then go and through AI and with the help of the LiDAR scanner or sensor, you can, in your iPad Pro, you can see how the bridge would come out in a real life, model size, which is super awesome. Now, like I was telling you, the LiDAR scanner measures how long it takes light. The LiDAR scanner measures how long it takes light to reflect back from objects. So it can create a depth map of any space you're in and unlock immersive AR experiences, augmented reality, and it works with the powerful speed to more accurately focus images and videos in low light conditions and reduce capture time. Awesome. So first thing, it measures how long it takes light to reflect back from objects, so it can create a depth map of any space you're in and unlock immersive AR experiences. It works with the powerful speed to more accurately focus images and videos in low light conditions and reduce capture time. So it through measuring how the time it takes for light to reflect back, it helps you when you're making images and videos, because it helps accurately focus images in low light conditions and reduce capture time. Awesome. You can also play games, AR games, or some clips, create. You can also, this feature, you can, in clips, you can make your space a dance floor, and just, as you see. Awesome. And through LiDAR scanning and augmented reality, your floor can turn into a dance floor illuminated with those awesome lights. Now Thunderbolt, Apple that's ready to rumble. For powerful creative workflows, now with Thunderbolt, this is the fastest, most versatile port ever on iPad. It works with existing USB-C connectors and opens up an extensive ecosystem of high-performance accessories for iPad Pro, like fast external storage, displays and docks, transfer huge assets, or even drive the Pro Display XDR at full 6K resolution. Now Thunderbolt works with USB-C connectors and opens up an extensive ecosystem of high-performance accessories for iPad Pro, like fast external storage, displays and docks, transfer huge assets, or even drive the Pro Display XDR at full 6K resolution, up to 40 Gbps bandwidth for wired connection, which is 40 GBs per second. Awesome. Awesome. So that Thunderbolt allows you to connect to other accessories. You can connect it to an iMac. You can connect it to other accessories, storage, and it's faster. It's more bandwidth, 40 Gbps bandwidth, make it easier to transfer images, things like that, and also transfer huge assets, or even drive the Pro Display XDR at full 6K resolution. Awesome. Maybe editing something and you want to see it in the Pro Display. Awesome. Magic Keyboard, Apple Pencil, endless possibilities. Apple Pencil, Magic Keyboard, and the Smart Keyboard Folio open up even more ways to use iPad Pro. Draw a masterpiece, take notes, or knock out a business plan. These versatile accessories are designed to take your work and creativity to the next level. Awesome. The pencil, you can see there, Adobe Illustrator, as I was telling you again, about Adobe. Awesome. Just check this. Awesome. Apple Pencil, the power of Apple Pencil, iPad Pro transformed into a massive drawing canvas and the world's best note-taking device. It sets the standard for how drawing, marking Apple documents, and even filling in text fields should feel: intuitive, precise, and magical. Awesome. Let's check it. Adobe again, Adobe Fresco. As I've told you, I'm gonna link Creative Cloud below, and there you can find free trials for Adobe, and also sign up to get amazing access to the ecosystem, the Adobe ecosystem. And you can see the Adobe ecosystem is very extensive. Now, as you can see, the Apple Pencil matte finish attaches magnetically, tilt and pressure sensitivity, double tap to change tools. Awesome. Magic Keyboard features responsive typing experience and a built-in trackpad that gives you new ways to work with iPad OS. So you can write your novel, crank out term paper, or rip through inbox. And with backlit keys, you can get things done in any light. Awesome. Attaches magnetically. Awesome. Built-in trackpad, responsive typing. So you attach it to the iPad Pro magnetically. I feel like we've exhausted everything. Now in two colors, choose between the black and white in both sizes of the Magic Keyboard. Awesome. Floating design, smooth angle adjustment. Awesome. Can you just see that again? It's awesome. The iPad OS, same foundation as the iOS, while offering distinct experiences designed for the capabilities of iPad. multitask effortlessly with your touch or navigate the system with the trackpad. And with iPadOS 14, you can do even more, like copy and paste and written notes as text and write any text field with Scribble. So you can copy, paste and written notes as text and write in any text field with Scribble. Awesome, awesome. I think we've, exhausted everything. For speaker audio delivers the data like sound and support for Dolby Atmos. Awesome. Your 2TB configuration comes with 2TB. Wow, offers more room to store apps and content. Awesome. Use the R2 with the new iPad Pro and Magic Keyboard. Awesome. Apple has also been very keen to cater for the environment, and they produce a trying to have as low a carbon footprint as possible. That's super awesome, and ties into the to being environmentally responsible, and that's just awesome. Now I think we've exhausted everything, and yeah, wow, it's been quite a journey. I hope this video is not too long, but yeah, I think that's just it. Now you've seen all the new products, all the new features, and that's super awesome. Yeah. Wow, it's been a long video. Thank you guys for watching. Yeah, have a good time. Bye. So guys, I hope you've seen all the launches, the products released in this year's April 2021. The April, the Apple event. So awesome. Hope this video is not too long. As I've said, I'll link down below to Photoshop, Adobe Premiere Pro, and also the Creative Cloud ecosystem. Super awesome, and that allows you all these features, all these Adobe apps, and to use them, and the functionality. My videos I edit using Adobe Premiere Pro, all my thumbnails, actually a good number of my photos even on my social media edited with Photoshop. As I've said, my thumbnails edited with Photoshop, so it's super awesome. Things I use, super awesome. So please check them out. I'll also put a link where you can maybe get some of the devices, if maybe for pre-order, but most of the devices are available for pre-order from maybe 30th this month, 30th April, and they'll be come out maybe mid-May according to the announcement, the product release. So yeah, check out for that. Awesome. I love the purple iPhone. I didn't talk much about that, but the purple iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 mini, iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 Pro. Awesome. And I think that's the one I'm gonna get. Yeah, I think I'm wavy like that, I think a purple iPhone will just be amazing. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hope the video was not too long, but yeah, I think we've kind of went in and deep about everything, and it's important that I did that because I don't just want to tell you, it has this and this and this. I tell you it has gamut. You don't even know what gamut is. So we needed to get to the process and break it down and make it more relatable, more understandable, and I hope you have done that. So yeah guys, if you like the video, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think about those devices. Would you buy the purple iPhone 12? Would you? I know I will, but would you? I know some people criticize the all new iMac, but I loved it. I honestly just love it. The minimalist kind of vibe going on, I love it. I love the iPad Pro. I just love how the ease with the Magic Keyboard and everything. I also love that with the iMac, it has the Magic Keyboard, which has Touch ID, super awesome. That solves a lot of integrations problems, like unlocking, makes it all the more easier. The power cable, the power adapter comes with magnetic, attaches magnetically, super awesome. The Thunderbolt ports, super awesome. The storage, I think, comes with its storage is just super awesome. And yeah, I think it's just amazing if you think about it. Yeah, so let me just check for you the all new iMac, and let me check its storage because I didn't quite get that. Its pricing now. I don't like going too much into the prices because prices do change, and yeah, I don't think it's worth it. I don't think I wanna be here being like, oh, it's this much money or what. I don't like talking about prices. What I wanna say, you get the worth of what you want. Okay, it comes with 256 GB storage. Two options come with 256 GB storage, and option comes with 512 GB storage, but it is extensible to maybe up to 2 TB using other technologies. Yeah. Awesome. The base version comes with only 2 ports, 2 Thunderbolt. Yeah. And there's also this connectivity for the power adapter, allows you to attach Ethernet to small box that connects to the power connector that connects to the new iMac. So yeah.
So guys, to go over the pricing now for the new iMac, the 24-inch, the base version starts at $12.99, the next one at $14.99, and then bigger one on $16.99. As you can see, it's broken down the features. This one doesn't have, but only has 2 ports, 2 USB ports. As you can see, all of them are 24-inch retina displays. Just to go over the prices first now, the iPad Pro 11-inch one starts from $7.99, and the 12-inch one starts from $10.99. I don't think we need to go in depth about that. Also, prices may change, so I don't like to talk too much about prices. The new iPhone, the purple one, starts at $6.99 for the iPhone mini, and for the iPhone 12, $7.99. The Pro, I don't think the Pro comes in the purple color, but goes for starting from $99 for the Pro and $10.99 for the Pro Max. The AirTags starts at $29 for just one, and a pack of 4 go for $99, all with free engraving. And the leather keyring at $35. The basic one, the Hermes one, is a little bit expensive at $349, and so on, for $99 for the luggage tag, and so on. The Belkin one, $12.99, and the Belkin holder, $12.95 for the secure holder with strap, and $12.95 for the holder with keyring. So I don't want to go too much into pricing because prices change, but that's it. Yeah.
Go check them out. Awesome products. Honestly, I've told you I use an iPhone. These are products that I'm not just recommending. They're products that I use myself. Some of them, yeah. So check them out. Links in the description. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Awesome, had so much fun. Hope you enjoyed it. Yeah. And that's it. So have a good time. Have a nice time. Thank you for watching. Really appreciate your time. Hopefully we've learned a lot today, and that's awesome. Thank you very, very much. Have a nice time. Check us out through our blogs, davidmania.com. We also have a new blog for gadgets, maniagadgets.com. Awesome, go check them out. Also, links will be in the description. Awesome, guys. Hopefully tell me about all these things and what you think about the new iMacs, the iPad Pro, the AirTags, the new purple iPhone, and iPhone 12 mini, iPhone 12. Okay, awesome. Have a nice time. Really enjoyed my time with you guys. Thank you and goodbye. Yay.